Hi, Ringo Primary Parents. Welcome to our FAST virtual meeting, our first family and school team virtual meeting for this year. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Tracy Wilson. I'm the Parent Involvement Coordinator here at Ringo Primary. You will hear from Amy Wright, our academic coach, later on in the presentation as she goes over some benchmark data with y'all. She is here to help the teachers, and I'm here to help the parents. So our meeting agenda, you can view that right here. We hope to really explain what our FAST model is. We're going to review the school family compacts, going to go over some MAP growth information, our grade level SMART goals, and then also grade level MAP data. We're going to go over how to read your family report that you will get during your parent-teacher conferences. We're going to go over some student goal sheets that we're going to send home with you. And then at the end of the meeting, please click the link to sign in and to evaluate this presentation. We love hearing from our parents and getting input on what we did well and what we can do better. So what is FAST? FAST stands for Family and School Team. FAST is a teacher-led, data-driven family engagement partnership. We promote student success. We believe that it's a shared responsibility between our schools, families, and students. Families and teachers work together as partners inside and outside of the school. And FAST aims to give all families the skills and confidence needed to support grade level learning at home, because school learning plus home learning equals improved student achievement, and that's our goal here at RPS. So again, these are just our FAST meeting goals. We want to assist you in helping students to reach their goals, working with them at home. We want to be able to give them what they need in the classroom, and then we want to be able to give you what you need to work with them at home. That way they can reach their goals. So our FAST dates, our FAST model adds to the traditional parent-teacher conferences. We're going to have 3 to 4 meetings held throughout the school year. As you can see, parents are going to learn grade level academic goals and how to support learning at home. At these meetings, please make it a priority to come to these meetings. They will be very beneficial for you. Our first group meeting will be this meeting, the virtual meeting. We will have individual parent-teacher conferences in October, so your teacher should be contacting you to set up those face-to-face meetings very shortly if you haven't already been contacted. We will have another individual parent-teacher conferences in February-March timeframe, because our children will take a benchmark in the winter, and so February and March you'll be able to come in and see that growth that they've made. And then we're going to have a really fun group meeting in May. So we hope to see you at all of these. So right now we're going to review the the school parent compact. The compacts for achievements are jointly developed each year between parents, students, and teachers. Input is collected and the compacts are revised. The compacts state the goals for our district, our school, and our grade level. They outline how parents and teachers can work together to help our students reach grade level standards. Now, these compacts will be referenced at all parent-teacher conferences. They will also be at other school events. They're located here in the parent room for review, and they are always on the RPS website under the Title I tab. Compacts and signature sheets are going to be coming home in October. You get to keep the compact copy for your records, but please send the signature sheet after you and your student sign it, you and your child sign it, the teacher will sign it too. Please send that signature sheet back so I can keep those on file for documentation for the school year. SMART goals. At the first of the year, teachers set grade level SMART goals for reading and math. They talk to their students about this and they track their progress throughout the year. So the goal is going to be discussed during FAST parent-teacher conferences. You can see here our kindergarten goals for reading and math. You can see our first grade goals also for reading and math, and second grade goals for reading and math. So these goals will be shared with you at your individual parent teacher conferences. So please make it a priority to come to those, and we are going to be giving you resources to help you stay
Hello,
on
my
track.
name is Amy Wright, and I know many of you from the library. But this year I'm in a new role as your academic coach here at Ringgold Primary, and I'm going to be going over the MAP growth benchmarks that we give to every student. And then your teacher will be going in more detail over your child's score. We give these benchmarks every year, 3 times a year in reading and math, and they're computer adaptive. That means if a child is really struggling, the questions get a little bit easier. If a child knows the content and is doing well, they get a little bit harder. So it gives us a really good look at what your child can do independently. Um, on those scores, you're going to see RIT scores and percentages. And we're going to look at an example of how those RIT scores grow year after year. It tells us exactly what they know, no matter what grade level they're in. Here's a small example. On the next slide, we're going to look at this a little more closely. But at your parent teacher conference, your child teacher is going to go over your child's data in both reading and math. Please make sure you ask any questions that you have about the data at that time. Here is a zoom in of an example of a score or a parent report on a child. You can see math and reading, the subject areas are highlighted in yellow. And then the green is the achievement percentile. And that just shows how your child did um, a just compared to other children in that same grade level across the nation. So a 47th percentile, that's going to be a child that scored right in the middle of where most kids at that age scored. The RIT score tells us a little more about how they're doing with the grade level content. So you can see on this child in math, well, in both subjects, really, they started out below the national average. That dotted line on the graph shows the national average where that child should be. And they were below that national average, but by spring of 2019, they had jumped up to meet and in reading actually went a little over the growth that they expected for that grade level. So your teacher will go over this and the growth on the right side that's highlighted in blue, that just shows how much your child grew from one test to the next. Now, going from spring to fall, that basically they're out of school during that time. So a lot of times you'll see a dip from the end of one school year to the beginning of the next. That's not unusual, um, but we do want to see growth during the school year. So just keep that in mind. We will take this test again in December. And then at the end of the year, there is a wide range in each grade level because kids develop at different rates, especially at these young grades. But just know that we have an intervention time in every day, every teacher's schedule, so that they can provide our kids um, continued practice, enrichment, just giving them what they need. According to how they're performing in their class and on these tests. I'm just going to go through these norms. This is our kindergarten norms. We're looking for a 137 in the fall, and then you can see those numbers go up as they go throughout the year. Same for math. First grade, the numbers go up even more. Of course, those kids are expected to know more content to perform better in their standards. And then here is second grade. Those are the numbers that we are looking at to reach our national levels that we want our kids to be at. In your meeting with your teacher, you're going to receive a grade level goal sheet. That's just going to give you something in math and something in reading that you could practice this year. It might be high frequency words, it might be math facts, recognizing numbers. Every grade level is a little different, but by May, your child should be able to complete those goals, and those goals are going to help them in all areas, including on their MAP testing at the end of the year. Here are some different ways that you can help your child at home. I'm going to go through this a little quickly, but you're welcome to pause the video and look at these a little more closely. But these are some things that our teachers have come up with that they would love parents to do. Just encouraging them, celebrating them, reading with them, practicing their math facts. Those are all things that are going to help your child. We really appreciate you listening to our video. This is our first official meeting, even though it's virtual. If you have a minute, please scan that QR code um, from your phone or from a device and give us some input about how this meeting went for you. And then your teacher will be contacting you soon to